Hey guys, it's a History Nerd, and we're back with another exciting episode of Silent Hunter 4. And where we last left off, we got ourselves a new boat and into a position where we had to go deep to avoid... No, not that guy. That guy right there. That asshat is not being friendly. So, I believe we're diving down to 100 meters, hopefully, to get away from that annoying American ship. And if we can, then all is good. We've got ourselves on this new Type 18, the U-796. We got ourselves a fancy little Walther drive that lets us go 20 whopping knots underwater. I like it, but it burns through the fuel. In fact, the entire ship burns through the fuel. She's a bit of a pig, but she's a looker, so I don't mind. Speaking of, this ship is, you know, so important to us. Let's see if we can't find her underwater. There she is, slowly going down further and further. She needs a name, and I asked for a name last time, and there were tons of suggestions. And there was one, though, that kind of stuck out. And no, it's not the long, hard tube filled with explosive semen or some other innuendo. It is the, and if I mispronounce this, I do apologize. This is the only reason why I think I might not want to do this. But otherwise, everything works great. So you'll all just have to deal with my mispronunciation. It's a sign when you mispronunciation. I'm going to call her the Isonade, or Isonade, or Isonade. I'm not sure. I think it's Isonade. That's what I'm going to call it anyway. So that's the ship. I like it. You know, it's fitting for the Pacific, and it's fitting for what a submarine does.
Passing thermal layer.
So hopefully we never get seen again, and we can start dragging ships down with our spiked tail, i.e. torpedoes. But yeah, that pretty much covers what's going on here. We're just going to let these asshats cruise on by. I wonder if we could pull in some assistance. We'll see if this ship here, this little warship, can come in and help us out. Maybe they can. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Definitely coming in. Let's pop up and see. I think she'll be coming from this direction. The enemy ships are, well, there's one right there. So let's see. How far out? Because if we can just sit here underwater and watch a naval battle, I'm okay with that. 12 kilometers out. Come on, buddy, get closer. We should be able to see him by now. Should be out over yonder somewhere. Critically, is the destroyer fleeing? I think it might be. Because that's... Come on. That's really all we care about. Anyway, we'll just time accelerate. See if the friendly ship can come. Doesn't look like it will be. But I think it caused the destroyer to bug out, so I'm A-okay with that. Anyway, guys, what we're going to do is I'd like to head back and fill up the Walther fuel tank. So I think what I'm going to do is just head back to Batavia, fill her up, and come back out here and start sinking some ships. Because really, that's kind of why we're here. So yeah, that should just about do it for an intro. I hope everyone had a great Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. If not, I hope you enjoyed the day off because, you know, usually you guys get the day off. And that's about it from me. So, yeah, we'll see you guys when I got something to blow up, hopefully. See you in a bit. All right, so we've refueled, and I'm not... It doesn't really look like that has been filled. Time will tell, I suppose. We could probably dive under and give it a test, although I'm worried that there might just be a drop left in the tank. And if we give it a test, then we'll be all out of the magical fuel that makes us go 20 knots. Regardless, I hope it's full, and we can keep hunting. I've set up I've got an auxiliary cruiser coming in to do a little bit of a patrol. I got an air flight coming in to do a bit of a patrol. We're going to see what we can find. And hopefully we got some targets. So, without further ado, I'll see you guys when it's time to blow some up. Alright guys, well after a healthy use of scout planes, I think we may actually have a target here, ladies and gentlemen. So let's just, well that's going up, C. Okay, we got that tube selected. I might, well, I don't know if I want my sound ones. I think we'll go with the T3s instead. So we will open up tube 5. And let's see, can we get the shimmering to stop? Because my god, that has given me a bit of a headache. There we go. Now, seriously, come on. It seems like it's just coming around there. Weird. Oh. There we go. We've got a Hog Island Type A freighter way out in the distance. Let's zoom in. Wait for the water shimmy to stop. In fact, what I might do, please don't hate me for not following strict sub-hunting guidelines and having the periscope just above the water. I don't want a headache. And it's a video game. So, deal with it. Alright, well, it looks like she's just moving. We've got ourselves a good lock. So let's loose that guy. Open up tube 6. And let's loose him too.
Torpedo in the water.
There we go. Get our periscope down just in case they happen to see us. I don't think they will. Coming in. That's looking potentially quite tasty. Let's pop up. Now these are the electric torpedoes. They should not be leaving a wake. But the crew of this British freighter, well not the crew, but the families of the crew of this British freighter may indeed be having a wake momentarily. Yeah? Yeah. Nice big hole. There should be another one coming in. Two torpedoes. Roughly the same place. I think that'll be sending this guy to the bottom. We opened up quite a large chunk of this ship. I have a feeling she'll be going under. So, without further ado,
Yes, sir.
let's surface the boat and see if we can't investigate. It might be a little risky, but it doesn't look like she's got any guns on her. So,
Tube 5 ready, sir.
let's head up to the bridge. And take a look. Oh yeah. We got some good smoke showing. Alright guys, no need to get like
Yes, sir.
ridiculously close. That's her. Definitely in a bit of pain. Let's see, does this do anything? I had a request to show off the anti-air gun. And as you can see, it's quite the gun. I appreciate it. But, yeah, I'm not really sure.
Yes, sir.
Let's just
Back standard.
back up a bit. No need to ram this ship. But I'm not really sure this ship is actually going to sink. With the two big holes, one would assume it would. But for Silent Hunter 4, this is really taking its time.
Yes, sir. I'll stop.
Glad I ordered the stop, or the reverse. Yeah, you know,
2-6, ready, sir.
I don't think that it's going to be going down. So, how close are we? 486 kilometers, or 486 meters.
Yes, sir.
We'll back it up just a little bit more. I want to make sure that these torpedoes will actually detonate.
Yes, sir. I'll stop.
And where do we want to hit? We should probably try hitting, I don't know, the aft cargo container area. Why not?
Firing 2-1.
And we should see that wake. Oh, there she goes.
Torpedo in the water.
Slight course adjustment. And tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Come on. Come on. You can do it. We are a bit close. I hope there's no serious explosions here. That dam in the Isonade. Alright. Well, that's her dead. Let's check the logs. Message that in.
New message received.
How big was she? Not quite big enough. So we're obviously going to need to peg another one of those. I'm a bit concerned that 3 torpedoes are required to sink a 4,000-ton freighter. Again, I miss my deck gun. That shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone. You all know how big of a fan I am of that weapon. So, yeah, that's a pain. It's a little bit sad, but that's okay. We'll just have to do this again and again, and hopefully get some lucky hits in, so that, you know. Oh, why? I don't want that many seeking torpedoes. That's answering a question I had a very long time ago about why would you not want your torpedo to auto-load? Now I know. 'Cause we got tons of homing torpedoes. That means, really, we should go after a destroyer. Which, man, considering my luck with those ships, I don't know. I'm not keen on that. Anyway, with that complete, we'll send out another cruiser. And I think my flights are just returning. Maybe not. Let's send out some new patrols and see if the Japanese Air Force or the German Navy can't find us a target to sink. Hopefully they can. When they do, or when I find one myself, who knows? I'll be sure to show you guys, and we'll share in the joy of blowing things up. See you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so utilizing the same strategy of having airplanes do all the work for me, which, my word, much easier. And much easier when the aircraft are doing the work to plot the prospective course of your targets. Let's get on 0. And we should have a ship somewhere out here. Let me check. How far out is you? Yeah, about 5 kilometers. We should be able to see this guy. And no luck with the targeting periscope.
Yes, sir. New deck 1-4.
Yeah. Let's just try and get above the waves.
New deck 1. New
tonight anyway. So... where the heck are you? Alright. We'll just utilize good old-fashioned time acceleration. And we should be able to see this sucker now. Ah, there we go. A medium modern passenger liner. We'll get a lock on that, open up the tubes. 3 kilometers away. We could waste a homing torpedo on this guy, but I think, like I say, that would be a waste. Nobody wants to waste torpedoes. Well, I say that having wasted many a torpedo on shots that have no hope of ever hitting. So, you know, it's not always entirely true. Let's just make sure that that lock is still on, and it is. So let's get that in the water. Pull down the good old-fashioned periscope. And watch as these torpedoes come into the target. We're getting close. Let's get into our cheaty view. Locate our ship. There she be. And I think these are just normal steam torpedoes, so it wouldn't surprise me if we see a wake somewhere out here. Huh. I would have figured we would have seen a wake.
Torpedo impact.
But I guess not. That's okay. We got a hit. Let's get in a bit closer for the next one. This may be a modern passenger ship, but it sure is an ugly passenger ship. Alright, well, in typical Güntram fashion, we've split it in twain. I likes it. Let me tell you, the Isonade, one day I'll figure out. At least the way I want to pronounce it all the time. She's an entirely different beast, but I'm starting to get the hang of her. You just gotta utilize other assets than your own single sub to find things. And then, once you do find things, you just set yourself up to be a quiet, some might say silent hunter, and put the ship out of its misery. So while that's dealing with its sinking, we can see here it was about 3,600 tons. So, 41, 36, we need one more ship to actually get this sucker, or to get this mission completed. And, yeah, I think we're just going to have to do what I've decided I'm always going to do, and that is utilize the Japanese Air Force to do my sinking for me. Because, I mean, really, that's what this is all about. We can go ahead and get rid of my course plotting madness. And, what do we got here? A convoy. I don't know how old of a contact that is, but we could at least... let's get a rough idea of where they're going. About there, and they are moving medium speed, probably escorted. But if we position ourselves I don't know, like that, and in the meantime, oh, Air Force is still active, we'll see if we can't call in our support ship, which I believe is that guy right there, to just get a little heads up on the position of that convoy. And hey, if we can get that convoy, I'll be a happy camper. See you guys in a bit. Alright, so we can see here, enemy ship destroyed by friendly unit, enemy ship, our little warship here has certainly discovered the convoy. And it's doing its good, or doing my job for me, basically. Which is a bit of a piss off. I don't get credit. So, hopefully they leave me something to sink. But that's pretty cool. We are winning the battle. The enemy is leaving. They're trying to flee. I don't know if they're going to make it. The thing is, I don't know if I'm going to make it in enough time to catch these guys. So let's crank up our speed just a little bit quicker. What have we got there? And that is still too far from the target anyway. We'll try and pull them in a bit closer, a bit further away, so we get some time to catch these asshats.
New message received.
Alright, so it looks like we've got ourselves a radar contact, which is a sign of the fleet being out there. I don't think necessarily we want to be there. We'll probably want to pull a little maneuver like that. And get ourselves into position. And get ourselves under. Go ahead, stop the engines. And I'm expecting to pick up some kind of sound contact soon. Let's check the old hydrophone. We got nothing for now, so it's just going to be a waiting game to get those guys into position. I won't make you guys sit through that. I'll be back when I got some ships to blow up. Alright, so I waited around a bit. This guy isn't moving, so we're going to go in. There's a lot of air traffic going on above us. But we're going to move in and see if we can't try and figure out just what the heck is going on. Maybe my little dive to periscope depth. But maybe, just maybe, the cruiser did some damage and this ship can't move, in which case this is going to be my best shot at sinking a destroyer quite easily. Finish off what the cruiser couldn't. And if that is indeed the case, can't really, he should be basically right in front of us. So we're probably not within visual range yet, which is fine. I think it was about like that. We're going to go in underwater, nice and quiet. And,
Yes, sir.
basically because just because the ship isn't moving, that don't mean that its guns don't work. So we'll set to silent running, sneak in. We can definitely be going quicker than slow, though. We want to do this relatively quickly and not burn through all of our battery power. Anyway, I'll see you guys when I get into a closer approach. Alright, so this guy is definitely moving. I want to see T3 electric 5-kilometer range. That guy is definitely within range. And one last check. I'm running out of time here. Yeah, tube 1 will be fine. Go back to the periscope. I don't know, or tube 2, whatever. Open the door. And fire. Now, let's go low. Let's go 140. It's yellow. We haven't taken any damage. So that should be okay. What I'm hoping is, first off, that this torpedo hits that damn J-class destroyer. If it doesn't, and this is a head-on shot, we all know how well those things work for me. Hopefully by going that deep without, you know, having any sub-damage, we'll be able to take it, and we'll be too deep for depth charges.
Current depth 30.
And also, once I'm below that thermal layer, I may think about adjusting my course. But for now, I just want to see 1. If this thing's gonna actually hit, I would be absolutely amazed if it does.
0.
And in fact, let's get ourselves ready. Not there.
0.
Just like that, and we'll
Passing thermal layer.
kick it around.
At 1/3.
Slow speed. Back to this view.
Current depth 6, 0.
Ho ho ho! Alright, alright. We can stop.
All stop.
And we'll stay there. Let's check the damage out. No real damage. But, she definitely has stopped. So, what we're gonna do is get ourselves into a bit better position to try and get a final shot on this guy. And then we will head up to periscope depth.
Periscope depth.
No, not yet. Let's just see. I have a feeling she may be a little dead in the water. At the very least, a little bit surprised. I don't think they knew we were here. So I'm happy with that. No structural damage, but we did do something to the engines.
Passing thermal layer.
That is for sure. So let's get ourselves to the appropriate depth. Looks like we might be there. Let's unpause the game, too, while we're at it. Bring you around to 0. What, 247? There we go, get a lock. Yeah, we're not really in a good position. And I have a feeling some friendly aircraft took care of it. Well, that's okay. We assisted in the sinking of a destroyer. And hey, we got to see it happen, which is alright. I would have liked, obviously, to have that go to me. I think that may have been enough to finish off the mission for us. Regardless, you know, it's still one ship, one more ship. Let me just make sure that I didn't get credit. No, of course I didn't get credit. One more ship that we don't have to deal with. One other thing I want to check. Check our torpedo tubes. They are getting reloaded. That's good. And, yeah. I want to finish the mission today. So I'm going to do my best to get one more contact done. One more ship sunk, I hope. And, yeah, when I see it, I'll show you guys. See you in a bit. Alright, well, we should have a merchantman. About 4.5 kilometers. Off the starboard side. Give me contact. Contact. British old medium tanker. That's a big one. Alright, what have we got for torpedo loadouts? Let's get around there. 5 kilometer range on the electrics. This guy is sitting at 4 kilometers out. Nice slow target. Nice big target too. This should be pretty easy. What I am going to do is just let it get a little bit more in front of me. Careful on that time acceleration. You do not want it going too quickly past you. Seas are nice and calm today, so I don't want this tanker getting any sort of thoughts about my location. Gyro angle, it's still a pretty big angle, but like I say, I don't think this guy's going to be pulling maneuvers. So we'll fire off tubes 1 and 2. No need to waste a seeker torpedo on this guy. There we go. Uh-oh. No, I think they're the same. Who really knows? As long as they make the ship go boom, I guess I don't really care. Let's get ourselves into position. It's not as big as I thought it was. Just a little tanker. The little tanker that could. Crew running along the deck, minding their own business. I think that's crew, is it? No, it's not. It's just the asset. A little bit of a line where the things meet. Oh. There we go. Let's just check our torpedo map. There are the fishes, going for a swim. Looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. I don't think we'll be picking up any wakes. Well, that's one. Second one shouldn't be too much longer. And that's the mission completed, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just quickly check the damage. Did we punch any holes? We didn't, but that matters not. That tanker's going under, and that's a mission complete, too. Isn't that great? Mission complete. Excellent. I like it. We'll get on surface so we can send the BDU a nice little update and get ourselves a new mission. And that guy's going to be slowly going over. I want to check one thing. There are crew in that life raft, and we do have a very fast shooting anti-aircraft gun. Today, ladies and gentlemen, might be the day. Let's head over there, shall we? I think we shall. Head back over to the tanker, and while we're watching that, LZ-48, attack enemy shipping, 7,000 tons. LZ-48, why does that sound familiar? It's not recent,
Ready, sir.
but that rings a bell. This thing's being a nice slow sinker, relaxed, calm, collected, doing its thing. And there it goes. Swiftly under. Bye-bye. And there's the crew with a very, very sinking life raft. Now, the trick here is obviously going to be actually finding these guys when we get there. That might be a bit too far. We'll go right there.
Tube 2 ready, sir.
All right. Let's see. Oh, yep, we can see them. So,
Yes, sir.
we'll stop.
I'll stop. I'll stop.
And there we we go. Enemy unit destroyed. Ship sunk, life raft 0 tons. That's a shame that it's not worth anything. But, I guess, gotta make sense. Anyway, I only feel like a bit of a jerk for doing that. That's not too bad. Where is our new objective? Out here, out of the range of my handy-dandy search aircraft, and I have a feeling my auxiliary vessels. We're going old school out here, and I, quite honestly, don't like it. Our fuel's looking okay, but honestly, I really wouldn't mind heading back to port to resupply. Unfortunately, to get some H2O2, I think we got to go all the way back to Penang to fuel up the Walther drive, and that's annoying. I don't want to have to go all the way back up there just to go back out there. I don't think we have much of a choice. It is a long trip, and we're going to burn through that fuel pretty quickly. I don't know. Why is this circle here? Can I get rid of you? No, I cannot. Okay, well, maybe that's because... No. Don't know why you're up, but you're there, so... I don't know, maybe it is still because of the search aircraft. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling like a confused old man. I just gotta decide what to do. Do we take the Isonade back to Penang or just to Batavia? Because I'm pretty sure Batavia, seeing as how I can see through the tube, does not fill it up. So, yeah, we're gonna head to Penang. Just because it makes no sense to not utilize the Walther if we've got it, you know what I mean? So we'll head back there, refuel, and head back on out. See you guys in a bit. Alright, so as far as I can tell, since we can still read Penang through the glass tube on the H2O2, that didn't actually refill the tank. Which is annoying. So what we're going to do is we're going to end the patrol. It's an early end of the patrol, I agree, ladies and gentlemen. But I want that thing freaking full. So we did complete 3 missions, which isn't too bad. Obviously 2 of them, well, one of them was just a patrol, the other one was make our way to a grid and then sink 10,000 tons. Not the best, most successful patrol Güntram has ever done. The most successful patrol, obviously, the Isonade has done. But, you know, I don't know what I was thinking. What we are going to need to do, though, is do a little bit of boat promotions, get everybody, you know, officerized and things. So I think the first guy we're going to try and do that to. I don't know if that even went through. I guess you're due for a there we go. Okay, well, you get a promotion to engines. You get a promotion to engines. And you get a promotion to engines. I would like to take you, torpedo guys, and move you into the torpedo room. Because I think it makes a lot more sense to have torpedo experts in the torpedo room. We're not going to bother giving those guys any sort of promotions there. Who else? Who else? I guess we'll go for the few torpedo people left. We have reached the maximum number of officers and petty officers. Okay, U-boat front clasps. Who wants them? You get one. You get one. And why not? We'll give our radio guy one. Oh no, we'll give our doctor one. Because our doctor could use one. And then we've got some Iron Cross second classes. We'll give it to that guy there. And, oh, that guy there, he's got a fancy hat. And then for the first class Iron Crosses, we'll give one to our damage control guy, because Lord knows damage control people do a good job. And then we'll give one to you two. There we go, that's the medals done. There's our ship. The green bars are going up. I guess that's a good thing. And if we wanted to, we could get ourselves, what are you? Sensors. So that would be a good person to have in the radio room, I guess. What's this? Sensors. Yes. Lars Lothar H. Wolf. Although I don't think... Yeah, I've got too many officers. So that idea is not going to happen. That's too bad. A little bit annoying. Let's see. 3 centimeter flak turrets. A new device meant to detect all British centimetric wave radars, such as the one used by Coastal Command Air Traffic to track our U-boats so effectively in the past months. Might not be a bad idea to upgrade. With the revelation that British radars are able to detect the head of our snorkel, our scientists have set to work and covered it with a special rubber and iron oxide mixture. So where is my snorkel? Because I wouldn't mind getting that guy in, and then let's see... Oh, you go there. I see how that is. I see. Alright, well, we'll put this in. Oh no. FUMB-7 is probably not as good as the FUMB-10, a simple but reliable device meant to warn when at 25... 30. It's got a better range. Yeah, okay, we'll do it. And then we might as well upgrade those guys. Oh, we only had one. Well, in the front, we'll give them a 3 centimeter. Why not? Now, I was thinking, what is going to be the best and most effective way... Oh, come on, seriously? So I've got to, what, pull you off and then do that? Right. Okay. I'm finally... Well, I'm thinking it might be time to get rid of the steam torpedoes and go with T3s and homing torpedoes. That is going to be an expensive loadout, mind you. Well, I think, no, the T3s are free. So really, it's just a matter of what? Quite a lot. Okay. Well, we will load up another one of you there. And... yeah, we'll pull off a couple. Like that and like that. How's my renown doing? Still doing pretty well. Pull off... okay, well, we'll just pull off the rest of the steam torpedoes. And then we could go with... a couple of more T3s. And a couple of more Zaunkönigsvai. There we go. We still have plenty of renown left over. Could probably load up just with the homing torpedoes. But I think that might be just a little bit of overkill. But that's feeling pretty good. We've got really no repairs to do. The crew's all set and ready to set sail. Well, let's go get a mission, shall we? Depart on June 14th, 1944. Make way to grid quadrant KQ61. Patrol the area aggressively and sink at least 10,000 tons of merchant shipping. We will start outside the harbor. One thing I'm going to say about that far out is hopefully there's some sort of supply ship out there. Otherwise, we've got some aircraft carriers we can command. That is helpful. We got auxiliary cruisers, but we've got no way to resupply. I'm not going to lie, ladies and gentlemen. I am worried about fuel. I'm worried about fuel to get out there. We got a full load of H2O2. That's good. But I am worried about our gas tank and our inability to actually resupply while we're out there. That does worry me. Man, look at the amount of aircraft carriers we've got to control, though. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm definitely going to be utilizing those. Will I figure out how to make it to Madagascar and back without, you know, winding up with a Columbia situation all over again. But anyway, I think that's where I'm going to leave the episode off for today. So a little bit more happened this time. Sure, we didn't get a new boat, but we sunk a few, which is good. So, thumbs up if you have enjoyed this episode. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.